Hey everyone, I'm Luke Huntley from Snake Catcher Noosa. So, being a snake catcher, 24-hour job, you get calls at every single time of the day or night. This morning I got woken up at 5:30 AM with my first call, and I had 4 calls before 9 AM. But I wouldn't exchange it for the world. It's the only job I've ever wanted, and I can't really see myself doing anything else.
So you went over to the UK recently for just a holiday, right? And
it was a holiday.
How was the reptile experience over there? It's massive over there, isn't it?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
The number of animals that they can have, you can basically have anything you want over there.
Jeez, so nothing like Australia,
that's
for sure.
It. Australia is so regulated and strict, which I think is a good thing for Australian biosecurity. I think it's a good thing. However, I think maybe some lapses and well, I think, I'd like us to be able to have a few more things, but yeah, in the UK, mate, wow, I got to see cobras. Chameleons are amazing. Oh, wow.
So we can see them in, your zoos and reptile parks and wildlife sanctuaries, stuff like that. But to be able to have one in your house and just go, I'm going to go play with a chameleon today, it's just something a bit different.
It would be. It's actually interesting as well, like, as interesting as those animals are, it's still not the same as owning like a brown snake.
Yeah.
Or a bouncy coastal taipan. It's like, cobras are amazing, they look so cool, but yeah, I think there's no substitute for our Aussie stuff.
The Australian snakes are definitely the best.
If you want a challenge, you get a couple of coastal taipans.
100%.
You'll know all about it then. It was an amazing experience, mate. And we're actually going back over again in December, and also going to Germany and visiting some people who have more cobras, and someone who has a king cobra as well.
Fantastic. So
it's going to be fantastic. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Definitely. Yeah, Peggy I got actually from a mate of mine, but he's like, oh, the lady next door hadn't been looking after it properly, and anyway, then I sort of rescued her and I did the paperwork, and now she lives with me. But she's just honestly the sweetest little thing. You can't eat my... Hello, it's Luke speaking. Hi there. What do you have? Oh, is it actually under, what part of the kitchen is it in? Oh, so it's just around there. Okay, what suburb are you in? Oh, Doonan, perfect. Well, I actually live in Doonan myself, so I can be there probably in the next 5 minutes. Let me just grab your address. That's right. So you're 19. Pickabeen. Is that P-I-C-B-E-N? Pickabeen Street in Doonan. Okay, so just to confirm, it's 19 Pickabeen Street in Doonan. Okay, no worries. So there is a call-out fee that all our snake catchers do charge. Yep. So that's $120. You can pay card or cash. Part of that $120 means I come out right now and do my absolute best to catch the snake. Can't guarantee I can get it. However, if you know exactly where it is, which you do, as long as you keep that area cordoned off and don't approach the snake, just watch it from a safe distance. I'll be there in the next 5 minutes, and I'll come grab for you. Alright, I'll see you soon. Alright, bye. We gotta go. Hopefully this will still be warm. Right, let's go. Here we are. Let's go in and see what we can find. Hopefully they're keeping an eye on it. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, whereabouts is it?
It's in the corner here.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, it is in the kitchen. Oh, so you guys doing a bit of reno in here or something?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Well, there we are, red belly. How long's it been in here for?
Since this morning. About, I
Come on, buddy. Pretty calm. See, it's eating something as well up here. Going into shed as well. You can always tell they're going into shed. Their belly becomes quite opaque. As you can tell, this one is getting very opaque, but yeah. Alright, we're going to put it in the bag now. Oh, it's alright. In you go. And down she goes. Alright, there we are. One red belly in the bag, and you have your kitchen back now.
Thank you very
much. No worries, we're all done.
So we all know that the media make these snakes out to seem like they're like the devil, or they're evil and they're sinister. But what's your thoughts on the media's portrayal of snakes? Because you're holding a red belly right now.
I think often it's the same story with sharks, really. Anything portrayed in a negative light, people are going to read more about. And often, yeah, the snakes cop the worst rap for it, you know. So obviously, as a snake catcher, I get a lot of calls from people when they refuse to pay. They're like, I don't want to pay that to groom a snake. It's a native species, but shouldn't you just come and get it? I'll just chop its head off.
Yeah, it's one of the things that you get in Facebook, that I'll chop its head off, and it's an anger-based thing, or it's an old school farm.
Very much so.
That's what they've been doing.
Yeah, the only good snake is a dead snake.
Yeah, I think everyone there will know
that is.
Yeah, that makes your blood boil if you're a reptile lover.
And for me, so look, this is why whenever I do my videos about venomous snakes, when I do my catches, it's not about scaring people ever. It's about saying, hey, look, if you do get something, you step back, you give it a bit of respect, let the professional come and deal with it, and everyone wins. Just the other day, what week are we in now? So it was not last week, the week before. 6-year-old boy was stuck in a tree, and there was a red belly at the bottom of the tree, trapped in netting. Now, he couldn't get out of the tree at all. There's a ravine behind him, so he either jumps off that and falls down and breaks his leg, or he jumps onto the red belly and potentially gets bitten.
Jeez.
Because the red belly was trapped. So the mum called me very calmly, and I went out and caught it. And I'm like, can I make a video out of this? And she said, absolutely. And I said, it's okay because your son's going to be in the video. Absolutely, go for it. You know, it helps people and educates people. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So I did that. And it was basically my way of saying and showing, it's like, hey, look, the snake's not the bad person here. He sat in the tree and waited for me to get there. The mum didn't do anything silly. She waited for me to get there. I peacefully relocated the snake and lifted the boy out of the tree. He was a little bit shaken up. But it just goes to show that if you just stop and just step back and you don't grab the shovel, it works. Obviously, yeah, with Russell, you may have seen I did a post.
It's a very well-known snake. I think a lot of people that watch this will know that this is Russell, and he's a very, very popular snake, so to speak, in Facebook terms. He
is. And so look, as a snake catcher, actually anyone watching this who is a snake catcher, you will absolutely know where I'm coming from. And actually anyone who loves snakes will also know what it feels like to see a snake, especially venomous ones, because they're the ones that usually cop it when they've been chopped by an axe or a shovel. Now as snake catchers, we get that a lot. So I thought, when I did my video of me holding Russell like this, and now the media got a hold of that, and I thought it would help and put a red-bellied black snake, a very feared snake, in a very good light. Now I didn't make that video for the reptile community because why would me doing this be impressive? It's
exactly
not.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it was all about the average person who might pick up a shovel, because I was sick of going out to people's houses and then they've whacked it with a shovel, or they send you an idea going, hey, what type of snake is this? Send you a photo and it's like, yeah, it's the most obvious shovel job you've ever seen.
Yeah.
So in my job, that's so common, and it's horrible. So I wanted to change people's minds, and it actually has. The amount of people who have messaged me after the video, in the months lead after that video, going, hey, I love that red belly video. Someone even called me saying, you know, I used to chop every red belly. The last one I had in my yard, I just let it go, and it went off and did its own thing. And really, at the end of the day, anything that puts a venomous snake in a popular light, if it means that lots of people see it and they don't pick up a shovel, I think that's a good thing.
That's a positive outcome for the snake, you know.
Absolutely.
As long as you say that they are venomous, don't do this because you're a licensed catcher. You know what you're doing. You're breeding the snake. I don't see any problem with it. I definitely won't be holding Russell today. Just you know what you're doing, and I'll stick to my pythons. But you know, you never know. I might get venomous snakes at some point, and I might do something like this. If it's an educational value, and you obviously have that warning there, do not handle a wild venomous snake.
Of course.
It's common sense these days. But this, look at Russell. Like, I'm that close to a red belly. This is the only red belly that I've seen so far in my time in the reptile community, and He's a sweetheart. I do love him. Russell is an awesome little red belly, that's for sure.
Red bellies definitely, like, and there's also as well, because people think red bellies are quite aggressive, but I mean, red bellies they're like a puppy dog snake. You know, and so, you know, like, this is not doing this with a red belly, and for the reptile community, it's like anyone can do that with a red belly. But then everyone who lives with red bellies in their backyard, and they freak out, and they're like, let's get a shovel, and they see this, they go, oh, that's quite cute actually, let's not get a shovel.
Well, they do a service as well, don't they? They do eat the brown snakes.
Yeah, they're quite a cannibalistic snake.
So, you know, if you see a red belly in your yard, it's actually probably a good thing because it's keeping the browns away and it's keeping the other frogs and stuff away. But the other subject is obviously the cane toads, where that's a whole nother topic there.
Yes, I think
they're a toxic species, that's for sure.
Yeah, look, cane toads and me are. We get along in the sense that I play golf.
Yeah, I think we all are guilty.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that's why I did that video. And yeah, the positive effects were better than a few people not being happy about it in the reptile community, because yeah, the public opinion was, oh cool, that's actually not a bad little snake. So I was like, yeah, that's all I wanted.
Well, at the end of the day, we're animal lovers.
That's exactly it.
And we want to share that experience with everybody around.
That's exactly it. Absolutely perfect bit of bush time here. It's so beautiful too. I'm going to let it out. You can... Come on, buddy. There we are. Back in nature again.
They're stunning, aren't they?
Beautiful spot, isn't it? So yeah, this morning I rescued the olive-headed sea snake here. So I got it this morning, been busy on call-out, so I'm actually going to be taking this guy down to Australia Zoo. So I work with Australia Zoo, all snake catchers on the Sunshine Coast we do. So this guy here, he, yeah, like whenever sea snakes get washed up, obviously there's something wrong with them. But as you can see, like this one here, I love sea snakes, but yeah, they're very limp, but then there's a little bit of an injury, like just there, you can see kind of like it may have had a bit of a broken bone. So there's no actual puncture marks on his back, so I'm thinking he got run over by a boat, just the hull went crack. So yeah, like Australia Zoo will do all the x-rays and stuff like that, but yeah, so I'll run him down to the zoo a little bit later on, and yes, there's obviously a bit of seawater in there, and then the vets and the animal rescue team down there can do what they're going to do. But obviously, being Snake Catcher Noosa, I do get quite a few calls for sea snakes, doing sea snake rescues, because obviously positioned so close to the coast here, it's just one of those things. Yeah, over the last couple of weeks, all snake catchers across the Sunshine Coast, we've been getting so many sea snakes, just because of the sea conditions at the moment as well. Yeah, it's just a bit more than usual at the moment, but that's why Australia Zoo's there, and they help these guys, and then yeah, most of the time they can take them back out and after they've looked after them and drop them out to sea. So I had an amazing time here with Luke today, so thank you so much for the time today. Thank you, Nick, I really loved it.
Olive-headed sea snakes,
that's the one.
Inland taipans. We did a call out with a red belly in a kitchen. Can you imagine seeing a red belly in a kitchen? It was really cool to see a day in the life of a snake catcher. It's interesting every single day you do it, and again, thank you for the time out today. It was amazing. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Check out Luke's page on Facebook because he does some pretty cool stuff as well. Until next time we see you, it'll be in a fortnight. See you then.